Oh! Are off when you've got a new card from old Matty Dex. Yes.
Have you won the fight? And you're here, and you're alive, so clearly you won the fight, which is incredible. The Queen's reaction when she finds out, oh, this brings a huge smile to my face. How do you do it? Oh no. No. My poor little girl. I should have been there for you. She was always the best of us. I should be more like her. I'm going to bury her. I'm going to give her peace, and then I'm going to make peace with my own past too, you know. I can't forgive myself for my mistakes, but I can learn from them. That's what she would have wanted. Not for me to be sad, but to celebrate our friendship, to celebrate what it stood for. Here, I want you to have this. A friendship bracelet that QB made for me once. I think she would have wanted you to have it. I don't need blue thread to remind me of what we shared. She lives in me now. And if I could give you some advice, the bond you and your dice share, it's important, and the friendship will define both your lives. Don't let anyone keep you apart. You belong together.
Stephen had brought closure to the old dice wielder, and in doing so, given him new motivation for his future. The blue thread in her hand seemed to pulsate with warm magic. It was oddly comforting, actually.
Heard any good ghost stories lately? Ooh, an ancient class of warriors. Tell me more. Is there a ghost in it? Interesting. Fascinating. Ooh, not a physical ghost, but the ghosts of tomorrow. Of all your regrets haunting you better than even a dozen ghosts could. Yes! Oh, by the makers, that's terrifying. A life of sleepless nights, regretting one single mistake. Oh, I love it. So it is, so it is! And honestly, I was expecting more of, like, you know, vengeful, horrific stories. What you've told me are just, well, they're kind of sad, or moving, or stories that remind us there are things we may never understand, and like all stories, there's a joy in telling them, a joy in being alive and being reminded of that. Thanks, kiddo. Amazing, incredible, I love it! I got goosebumps, you see? Goosebumps!
Ah, you've returned, young one. How does fate find you today? Let me see, young one. Ah, the purple thread from your enemy. You have a dice, and you have to decide what you'll do with that power. And you saved someone who'd done you harm, didn't you? Oh, it seems to me, at least in that moment, you thought everyone might deserve a second chance. And this blue thread from the two friends. Not a happy story there, with a friendship and a dice both dead. But there's some joy in it, too, isn't there? The old dice wielder made peace with his past, and in doing so, found a new motivation for the present. And this red thread from the woman in love. One can never fully depend on someone for one's own happiness. Isn't that true? We can't lose ourselves in someone else. We have to be our own people, no matter how much we idolize someone. Well, enough of that. Let's see what happens when these threads combine. Ooh. Ah, look at that. How beautiful it is when the weave comes together. You're a long way from one town, young one. You are lost, but you haven't realized yet that your story goes on whether you care or not.
Look, I'm glad you like your rug, but I'm really just looking for someone named Uma.
If you are so certain that is what you want, look here. Closer.
But it's just a rug. I don't see anything.
Sometimes, to see things as they truly are, we must look within.
Long ago, in the land of Random, there was a wonderful witch and a terrible queen. And everyone had a dice with which they could control their destinies. The witch, with her magical dots, gave every dice tremendous power. It was chaotic, but fair. Horrible, but beautiful. It was life. But sometimes there were disasters. One day, a new queen came to power, and she decreed her dice should be the only one. The queen hunted down all the dice in Random, tearing them from their wielders. It was a war, and she won. But still she was not satisfied.